portrait. No, that's not portrait. This is portrait? No, this is landscape. Portrait. I don't know why I did that. That's kind of weird. So, first of all, let's just take a shout out for this lady at 7-Eleven who gave me this drink for free because I waited in line for a long time. And oh my gosh, thank you very much. Yeah, I know I love my Pepsi. So, I know you guys can see the story. I know you guys can see what is it called? God dang, the title. So, it's kind of not like, okay, first of all, hold on. What even is a raid, okay? Okay, look, it's not a bad raid, it's a good raid, okay? Intense. I mean, in a sense, that's what the word is, in a sense, okay? So, I went to camp. I go to camp every July. My camp is pretty awesome. First of all, hold on. People who say that camp is whack, you're whack for not going to camp because, sis, my camp be popping. Like, it's popping all the time. I'm not going to give the camp name out because if you don't live in Las Vegas and if you don't have the special quality, then you can't really go. So, your girl special. So, every year, you guys should know I'm a rebel, okay? I am a rebel. Okay? I have been going to camp since I was... Okay, I'm gonna just say I've been going to camp since I was 6, okay? So, look, you can spend a night at camp for 4 days, or no, for 3 nights and 3 nights. It's 4 days for 3 nights, okay? You know what I'm saying? And so, they always used to change the age up. Like, some years it'll be 11, and I'll be 10. And then 1 year it'll be 12, and I just turned 11, so it kind of changed it. So 1 year I finally got a chance to go. And then when they told me, they're like, okay, so, because I was new, I was a newbie. They were like, okay, so we sneak out at night, and then we raid the kitchen. And I was like, okay, bet, okay? I have raided the kitchen about 5 times, and I've never got caught, besides the frustration of me getting caught this time because of other people makes me so mad because I've never got caught, and nor will I ever get caught. And you will see in this video that Michaela did not get caught in a sense, okay? So this year was kind of different. I was in Motley Crew because I was aging out. When you turn 18, you can no longer go to camp. You cannot be a camper anymore. You can be either a volunteer or a counselor. So I was in Motley Crew. And let's see, the night before, another cabin had raided the kitchen. Because how it works up, look, they don't like, it's not like a strict camp, but it's a strict camp in a sense. They don't like when you raid the kitchen, but they won't kick you out of camp for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't like it, but they won't go to drastic measures for you, if that makes sense. So, let me just say this one time. I never got caught. Never ever did I ever get caught until this time. So, the night before, a cabin had raided the kitchen, and they got caught, I believe. So we waited another night, and I think someone got caught again. I can't really remember, but I know that I was prepared. But look, I was prepared. As many times as I played Call of Duty and GTA and Tomb Raider and all that good stuff, your girl knows how to hide. Your girl knows how to sneak around. So let's not get it messed up. I know how to do my thing, okay? I know how to do my thing. So, and you know what? Okay, let me just go. Okay, so we had got done with the party that night, I believe. I think it was done with the party. And because we have a party the last night, and so we got undressed and everything, and we got on all black clothes. Now, excuse me, if you're not Motley Crew, you have to go to sleep at 10 o'clock. But if you're Motley Crew, you don't have to go to sleep till 10:30, and you can sit out in the yard, and you could actually go to sleep on the grass if you want, as long as you have a counselor with you. But we didn't do that. So there's actually people on like the garden. So our cabin looks like, okay, look, it's a hill, guys. It's like, so our camp is like in the mountains type of, and it's a hill. So just imagine like this is a hill. This is the bottom. Like this is like where all the cars park and everything. We have a pond over here, and you have to walk all the way up the hill. And right here is an office, and then right here is like the kitchen and like the dining rooms right there, and over here, farther over there, is a big grass area with the amphitheater or whatever you want to call it, an outdoor theater. And then all the cabins is like up in a line. All the girl cabins are up in a line, and then you have a camp store, and then the boys go this way. So boys and girls are not together. Let me just say this one time, because boys cabins and girls cabins are not together. They are on a different spot. It's literally like an L. Like the girls cabin goes up, and then the boys cabin goes this way. So boys and girls are not together in any way. It's only girl cabin and boys cabin. Then girls are not allowed to go in a boys cabin, and boys are not going vice versa. You get it? Okay. So there's actually people sitting on the lawn, and we were waiting. Like we're gonna wait until like I think like 11 o'clock. And so they have finally left because it was 10:30 and supposed to go to sleep. Everyone in my cabin was dressed in black or white and black, which I don't really understand because she wasn't really new. And you know that everyone really raids the kitchen, so I don't know why you wouldn't bring any black clothes, but that's beyond me. So everyone had dressed in black, right? I had a black hoodie on, and I had a backpack because they had just gave us a backpack for something, and I had a backpack on. Now, before all this went down, okay, before everything I tell you goes down, my counselor told me, she told everybody, okay, if we get caught, run and go to the cabin. Run and go to the cabin. And I told them, I said, if you guys get caught, I am running away. You're not going to catch me. You're not going to see me because I'm 5'1" and I am very short and I am very fast. Okay? Let's not get that messed up. When my adrenaline gets to rushing and pumping, your girl is like a rocket. Okay? So, right? Kind of mad. So it's time, right? It's time. So one of our counselors goes out and she goes to the boys section to get the boys because they have two cabins. So like it's based on age. So I'm 17, so you have a cabin who's 17 with boys 17. And if you're 8, you have a cabin with girls who are 8 and boys who are 8. You know what I mean? So they got our cabin, right? And so our other counselor, I can see our counselor say, come on. This is when I knew we were gonna get caught. I knew right when I stepped out of that cabin, I said, we're gonna get caught. I said, we're gonna get caught. You know why? Because they kept freaking laughing and they kept being super loud. And it was making me so mad. I literally wanted to slap each one of them and say, shut the heck up. Because we're outside and we're finna go raid a kitchen. Okay, so everyone has a backpack on, right? Like a little like drawstring backpack, and it has nothing in it. So how it's set up is like, this is the girls, so we go this way because this is where the boys is. And there's rocks everywhere. And if you walk on rocks, what do? They're loud. So we kind of when we're going there, we kind of, because the boy cabin's right here, and there's a big camp, like an arts and craft camp. And it's pitch black in there. Like pitch black. Like you cannot see anything. You can't see chairs or anything in there. So we go down this way because the boys' cabin's right here and the camp's right here. And we're walking on rocks and people are laughing and giggling and everything. And guys, if my counselor is right here, the one who's with me this time, she would have told you. She would have told you, like, I knew. Like literally, when we had got down to where the art camp was, because it's a big white tent, and we were on the line of it. And they kept laughing and giggling and everything, and they were playing on the rocks and everything. And I was in super secret spy mode. Super secret spy mode, okay? I was in Call of Duty type mode, okay? And I hear something. I said, guys, be quiet. There's someone in that freaking art tent. There's someone in the art tent, okay? There's someone in that art tent. And I'm like, no, it's not. And I said, I promise you there's someone in that art tent. And I'm going to keep going, okay? So we finally sniggle our way down to the kitchen, okay? Your girl is a savage, okay? When I tell you I raid stuff, I raid, okay? Michaela, got a whole pack of candy, whole pack of marshmallows, all like 10 cans. Now, mind you, I am only 95 pounds. I know I don't not weigh that much. I'm 95 pounds. I have 10 soda cans in the back of my backpack, and I have candy and I have chips. And I'm carrying a pack of monsters. They're 2 packs. They're not really 2 packs, but they're 2 packs in one, if that makes sense. Like the top of it has 8 like monster cans on it, and the bottom has 8, or it's like 8 to 10, one of the two. So that means I'm already carrying 16 cans, or 20 cans of monster. Like I'm just holding it in like a big, like you buy it like in the cardboard thing with Bobby. That's what I'm doing. So we finally get done right in the kitchen, right? So the kitchen's right here, and the way out, you can either go this way to go up this long, like guys, when I tell you if it's a walk up to Motley Crue, it's a walk up to Motley Crue to be able to actually get to your cabin. So you can either go this way, or you can go that way, right? So we see that some people are coming this way, right? Like monitors, like how like hall monitors have the cam monitors to make sure that kids don't do anything bad or anything like that, because how you have some bad kids. One girl likes a boy and they want to go, you know what I mean? So we go this way, like right where some tables are, right? And we're just squatting down because so like now right here is just, this is where we are, and the tables are like lined right here, and over here is just bushes and trees, and over here is like a little like garden patch almost, but it's like a big wall, and up here is a big hill, and there's 2 monitors sitting on top of this big hill right here, okay? And there's monitors coming this way. So they're like, so when the monitors are coming this way, the people are just still standing right here, like with their flashlight and everything. And they're freaking out. They're like, how are we gonna go? Because the people right here kept coming towards us. And then all of a sudden, boom, the lights come on. They see us. They say, stop, stop, stop. Me, as a rebel, hold on, my TV just came on. Okay. Me being a rebel, okay, look, remember when I told y'all in the beginning, my counselor said if we get caught, run back to the cabin. Run back to... When you tell me something and it's kind of like a life or death situation, when you tell me, it stays in my head and I actually do it. So I have this big old hoodie on, right? I had my XXX Tentacion jacket on, and my hoodie, it was a black, and it had white writing right here, and it was all black. And I have that on, and I have some joggers on, they're all black. And I have this big backpack with 10 sodas in it, and chips, and candy in it, and I'm holding this big pack of monsters. Now, there's other people who are carrying things too, right? Sport, I'm using their camp name. Sport, he's also carrying a big pack of monsters, okay? So me, as I told y'all, there was like bushes and trees right here, but you could still make a pathway if you wanted to. And on the other side of those trees was like a fence. It was like a line right here, and it would go all the way down. I don't like getting caught. I don't like getting in trouble. So what I did was I like looked, I see the flashes and everything, and I zipped through I swear to God, I like went through so fast through those bushes and everything, and I hopped over the fence with the can of monsters and everything. And I see Sport coming. He's like, look, in my head, I have so much adrenaline like pumping and rushing through my blood. I hear, go, 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 okay? So I'm running up this hill. This hill is like, it's like this. And I'm right here. Motley Crue is all the way over here. I'm running with 10 cans of soda, chips, and a big pack of Monster. I'm running up this hill, and I'm getting so winded, but I can still see like people, like a monitor, like almost kind of like catch up with me, but she can't see it. So I dashed into the freaking cabin, right? I dashed into there, and I threw the monster under my bunk bed, because they have bunk beds. I threw it under there, and I put a blanket under it, and I took my shoes off, and then I had the soda, and I put it on my bed, but like I was laying on it, and I laid down, okay? And like 2 minutes later, a monitor comes in. She comes with the flashlight. She's like, bright eyes. She's like, bright eyes, get up. She's like, we know it's you. And it was Mickey. I love Mickey. Mickey is so nice. She was my previous counselor before this happened. And when we rated, we got away. But I put my shoes on because I would have gotten away if I wouldn't have gotten away. I would have gotten away if my counselor didn't say that we were missing a child because when they're missing a child and that happens, they have to say that they're missing a child because the child could not go back to the cabin. They can go somewhere else and hide. You know what I mean? So I would have not got caught if they would have never said that, but they had to. So I come back out and they're all at the top of the hill where I was. So I walk out, right, and I sit down because I'm very winded. And guys, I'm out of shape. I'm not in shape as much as I used to be. I'm very out of shape. So I'm like sitting, I'm like, and my stomach starts to hurt because it's starting to like cramp. It's like someone was twisting my stomach. And so Krusty, he's the crust. When I say Krusty, that's his camp name. He is like the manager of this whole thing. Like, I don't know how to explain. He's like the boss. He's like below the big boss. Like, you know what I mean? There's a boss right here, a boss, and another boss right here. So he's like right here. He's control of the whole camp, right? And so he's like, I can't remember what he said, but he was like, well, you guys got caught. You guys did pretty well. He was like, but guys, remember when I said, I told you guys remember this. Remember when I said that there was someone in the tent? Guess what he says? He said, you guys were caught before you guys even went into the kitchen. I was in the tent watching you guys because originally one of my counselors was gonna go through the tent, and Krusty was like, if you would have went through the tent, I would have scared the crap out of you. And I told him, I told you guys that someone was in that because I heard something moving. I swear to God, I heard something moving, and I knew someone was in there. But nobody wants to believe the girl who everyone thinks I don't play video games. Everyone thinks that I suck at video games, so I beat them and like, oh, okay, you are good. But they had already knew that we were sneaking out, but they didn't know that I had so much. They didn't know I had a pack of monsters and everything. And campers are not allowed to have monsters at all. And so I'm gonna rewind right now. So pause on like when Krusty's talking to us. Remember I said Sport had a box of monsters. When Sport got caught, he put it on the bench and he sat down and they didn't even notice it. He went back and got it and they kept it. I had a big pack of monsters, but they didn't know I had that. So he let us keep some of the stuff, but we had to put some of the stuff back. And so he was like, well, you guys got caught. Don't do this again. Or you'd be like in really trouble next time. And we're like, okay, we went to bed, right? We didn't go to bed. We were playing Uno and stuff. It was so much fun. Like, we were playing Uno. Like, that was probably one of my most favorites. Like, I'm so glad I went out with a bang because not last like not like this trip, but the last trip was so bad. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I've never seen like a person be like so rude. Here's another story time. I'm telling you guys another story time. Okay, so one time I went to camp, right? I'm never a person to bully you. I'm only a person. I'm not a person to bully you unless you say something rude to me or be disrespectful to me. Then there's no reason for me to just be disrespectful to you. So I would never comment on nothing. I may comment in my head, but I would never say nothing out loud about that. Like, you know what I mean? I would never say anything rude to you or anything like that. I'm a very nice person unless you be disrespectful to me. And so I was hanging out with one of my friends, and there was this one girl, and she was just, how can I explain this? She was similar to me, very different than me. She had the same conditions that I had, but she was just very different than me. And it was her first time there, and you know, she didn't feel welcome. I feel bad that she didn't feel welcome. I tried to make her feel welcome, but she just didn't speak. So I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, and to me, if I try to speak to you on multiple occasions and you don't want to talk to me, then I'm not gonna keep forcing myself to talk to you. Like, I just don't feel like doing it anymore. So there was this one girl. She was very, very mean. Very mean. She had a sister. And her sister was a volunteer. Her sister was not a camper. And so my friend, she liked to hang out with her, but I didn't. But when she wasn't hanging out with her, I would hang out with her and talk to her and everything. And how I got put into this mean category that I was mean to her and I was calling her all this was, I'll get to that point. So, actually, I'll talk about it now. So a day goes on, right? And she goes to another counselor. Another counselor tells them that me, my other friend, and the mean girl is being mean to her, which is a complete lie. I never said nothing mean to this girl. I never said she was ugly. I never laughed at her or anything like that. I never did anything like that because what's the point of me doing that? I only know you for 4 days. I'm not gonna know you for the rest of my life. 9 times out of 10, I may see you once, but that's about it. You know what I mean? So there's no point of me being mean to her or anything like that. I never been mean to her. Never said anything. And I told him that. I said I never did anything to her. I spoke to her on multiple occasions, but she didn't speak to me back. So I stopped talking to her. I never laughed at her. I never said nothing mean about her or anything. She doesn't even really I was like, she don't even know me. So how can she say that? And they're like, well, that's what she said. I'm like, well, I didn't do nothing about that. I'm not gonna go apologize to her because I didn't do nothing to her. I never said anything mean to her. I never laughed at her. She could say that I laughed at her, but I didn't laugh at her. If I laugh, it's because I'm laughing at something funny. If I laugh at you, I will laugh. I will point at you and I'll be like this and laugh at you or something like that. But I didn't do that. I would never do that. And so we squashed it. She's like, yeah, look. One thing about me is that I have a really, 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 really big pet peeve on smelling. I cannot smell. I have to smell good at all times. Like if you see me in person before I get ready to go out, you will see that I put on like 15 squirts of perfume because of the fact that I don't like smelling. And she's like, you smell good. I was like, thank you. And so one day, the next day, we went to the camp store. Okay, the camp store is where you get to shop for anything that you want. If you see makeup, you can get it. If you see this, you can get it. You can get anything you want, you can get. Okay, so the bad girl, she saw a rag doll, right? And the movie Annabelle had just came out. And the original Annabelle doll was a rag doll. It was a red-headed doll. She had red hair and she had a smile. And if you know, I don't know what's called Raggedy Ann or something like that, Ann doll, I don't know. She found a doll like that. So she wanted to scare the young girl, in which she did do that, in which she got in trouble for it, okay? Now, Mickey and the bad girl did not like each other. Mickey is a counselor. The girl is a camper. And she's over her. And she's trying to tell her no, like no, stuff like that. And so it's a day of I believe we had a party. We had the party the next day. It's the next day. And so I'm getting undressed from the party, right? And I see Mickey come in. Wow. I kind of want to cry because Mickey did not deserve any of that. Mickey, it was her first year ever volunteering at that camp and being a counselor, and she did not deserve what happened to her. Like, through those 4 days, that young girl was being so mean to her. Like, I can't even explain. Like, she would, like, disobey her. She would talk back. She would call her names and everything. And Mickey didn't deserve any of that. Mickey was she's such a nice counselor. I love Mickey. Mickey's my favorite. Mickey's the one who caught me, in the first story. So Mickey comes, she opens her sleeping bag and it's full. It's like someone took some Gatorade, like not like this, like as full of top, and poured it all over her sleeping bag. All in her sleeping bag. And she says something, she slams the door. And we go in and we look at her sleeping bag and it's full with Gatorade. It's like someone poured it in there. And we already know who did it, but we can't accuse her because no one saw her. At least we thought. So we have Krusty come in there, and I've never seen Krusty be so mad. I've never seen Krusty be mad at all. And Krusty comes in there, he's like, out of all these years I've done camp, I've never seen this happen. And I cried because, first of all, Mickey didn't deserve that at all. And second, I felt like he was yelling at me because of the fact that I didn't do it. Like, I would never do that to anybody. Like, that's just pointless, honestly. Honestly, you wasted some good, precious Gatorade that we don't really have all the time up there. People waste it, and sometimes we don't have all the flavors. And why would you waste the Gatorade? I could have seen it was water, but it wasn't water, it was Gatorade. So, and I cried that night with one of my other counselors because I felt like he was yelling at me, but I didn't do anything. And I told her that I told her like I was like I didn't do anything. I wasn't here when that happened. Like I was partying. And she says, "Yeah, I know. I saw you. I saw you like partying. Like when this happened, you were in my eyesight the whole time." And like it was kind of funny because when we were sitting in the bathroom like crying, there was like a spider who like ran up and stuff like that. It was kind of funny. And she was saying like he didn't mean to yell at everybody, but he had to yell at everybody to make it to not accuse her. And so we all like as like Mickey like comes back with her new sleeping bag, like she's like, "Are you all right?" She's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I kind of cried with her because I was like, I didn't do that, and I was like, I don't know who didn't. Like, you didn't deserve that. She's like, "Yeah, I know," because me and Mickey were best friends. I love Mickey, and so the next day, or like not the next day, or maybe like I don't know, but I heard the next day or something like that. I heard that one of the campers saw the girl pour the Gatorade on there, but she didn't want to say anything because she didn't want to, like the bad girl. She was like bad, like she was like one of those girls who like go to are in high school and actually fight you and put stitches and stuff like that. So she didn't want to say anything. Me on the other hand, I'm different. I would have said something. I was like, yeah, I saw her do it. And what? I would like, and if you want to box, we can box. Like at the end of the day, there's no such thing as a fair fight. Like, so I mean, if I see a rock and you on top of me, best believe that rock's going to your head. But yeah, that's about it. That's all story time I really have. It's all right about now. I don't have any story times. Oh, it can't tell a story time. No. I'm trying to think about story times. I don't know. I may do like the worst reviewed places. I'm thinking about doing it, but I don't have the camera to actually like film and stuff like that. And if you know me, I don't like wasting my money on stuff that I know I won't like, or I don't like wasting my money on trying like things at Starbucks. No, I will stick to what I got. If you get something different, I'm gonna try it, okay? But I'm not gonna waste my money because, honey, Starbucks is $6 and up or $5 and up. Like I do not like wasting money on Starbucks or tropical smoothie because that is pretty expensive too. So I don't like really wasting my money. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be doing the worst reviewed places yet. I'm kind of sleepy. Shoot, it's 2:32. I'm so glad that y'all can come with me and get my computer out the car. Cause today is end of the quarters. End of the quarters today at 4:00. So that means you can't turn any more work in at 4:00. And your girl got good grades. Y'all want to see my new dashboard cover? Look at that. Look how fly that looks. Look how fly it looks. Oh my gosh. Looking sexy. Oh. Hey. My friend wanted me to help her with her homework. But I'm like, I can't help you with your homework, dude. Like, it's almost the end of the quarter and I got stuff to do. Like, it is the end of the quarter today at 4:00. Unless your teacher gives you an extension, but they probably won't. Like, what are you going to do when you get in college? They definitely don't do no extensions. I know that.
It's the start of a new day. Hold on. And it's plain to see.
Hello? Okay. There we go. I'm going to show y'all my grades right now. You know, I'm gonna stay with the bad vibes. Turn on, dude. Dang. And that's not even how it's supposed to go. Like, stay with the bad vibes all the time. And it has a finger scanner. So, Oop, y'all can't see my password. Stop, dude. See, look at that. All A's and B's. This is going to turn to an A because of the fact that I just did 2 more assignments. All A's and B's. I want this to... What the heck? Hold on. Okay, I'm going to get off live because I had to call one of my teachers because of the fact that it's a B now, but it was a 91.5 and now it's a B. And I don't get why. And if it's because I didn't do one of these, that's not stupid because this takes an hour to do. So, gotta go. Love you guys. I have to say it in all my videos. See you guys later. Mr. Me Savages. Stay savagey. I know I'm saying this pretty fast because stuff to do. So, bye. Love you.